Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode number 132 of the Chris Rose Rotation. It's presented to you by our friends over at SeatGeek. And of course, usually you're tuning in to check out an interview with one of the stars in baseball world or one of our regular co-hosts. We're going to put that on layaway for just a little bit. We're going to give everybody a little bit of a breather since it's the All-Star break. Let those guys enjoy their time with their family or whatever they're doing on vacation. But what we do have in store for you is the second annual Trade Fantasy Rose Rotation Special. So I will be competing against three other people who I'm sure are ready to get their butt kicked. So I will introduce them one at a time. You know him from Shea Station here at John Boy Media. He is the crafty lefty out of the bullpen. He is our small forward on our hoops team as well. Hi, Jerry Blevins. How are you?
Great, Rosie. Thanks for having me in this. I feel like I'm going to dominate this draft. I know you said you're going to win, but I'm feeling very confident with my research. I'm ready to go.
No, don't. You can't hold up your big board. See, you already made the first mistake out of.
Nobody screenshotted. I know you guys aren't that quick. I know for a fact Tomlin's not. I know
I'm not.
So.
Well, we haven't even introduced him, but here he is. He was a recent guest with Tyler Nutsack on the Chris Rose Rotation. He is a former Major League pitcher who might be appearing, with a Major League squad somewhere down the road. He is a world champion most recently of the Atlanta Braves. Hello, Josh Tomlin.
Hello, Rosie. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you being so gracious to invite me onto your second annual draft show.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you have to do well or we kick you off. So no pressure.
I like Jerry's little draft board. That's cute. I got like 7 pages over here for that.
Sloppy. That's sloppy.
It's not sloppy. I'm able to move and write down, cross out.
Finally,
I have a feeling Ashland's going to win.
Let's introduce her because the champ is here. That's right. Last year, she was trailing everybody heading into the last 24 hours. And then, of course, everybody was traded to the Atlanta Braves on the show that she was on. And Alex Anthopoulos came through. So, Ashland, where is the trophy that we sent you?
About that trophy.
Yeah.
I suppose it got lost in the mail?
I guess. Are you in your car right now?
Yes, I'm in my car. Well, everybody's having fun at the All-Star game. I'm at work, so I'm on my lunch break.
Oh, whoa!
Trophy
baller?
You could just send me that. That would work.
Let me send you this? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The ultimate flex from Josh over there.
I suppose what
I'm
I could
feeling
do
about me winning one of these on this show.
Instead of that, I could send you a Chris Rose NFL Network bobblehead.
I'd love
that. Would also work.
Okay, great. All right. This is going to be a ton of fun. Thank you so much for partaking. I know that our viewers and our listeners actually love keeping score over the, final weeks heading up to the trade deadline. So this is going to be great. Here's how the scoring system works. We're going to go 8 rounds. So everybody will draft 8 players today. It'll be a snake draft. And if your player gets traded anywhere in the league, you get 5 points. But if you nail the team that they are traded to, instead, you get 10 points. You don't have to say who's getting traded back, prospects or other players. We're not doing that. It's just somebody's getting traded. Now, if that person appeared in the All-Star game this year or made the team, you get an additional 5-point bonus. Here's where it really gets fun. You get 5 points for each award that traded player has won in his career, whether it's a Cy Young, an MVP, a Rookie of the Year. So I'm going to give you for instance. Let's say that Josh Tomlin says Justin Verlander is going to get traded to the Oakland A's. But other than him being an idiot, let's say it actually happens, okay? You would get 10 points for him getting traded to the A's, a 5-point bonus because he made the All-Star team this year, a 5-point bonus because he was the Rookie of the Year, 5 points because he's won a Cy Young. I know he's won multiple, but we're only giving you one 5-point bonus, and a 5-point bonus because he's been an MVP. You would get 30 points if you nailed Justin Verlander to the Oakland A's. I didn't steal one of your picks, did I, Josh?
No. It wasn't Oakland he was going to.
Oh, somewhere else. Okay, I can't wait to find out. So we're just about ready. There's just one other thing that has to happen. We have to set a draft order, and for that, we turn it over to a very special guest.
What's going on, guys? Poppy Gordo, Talking Jake, checking in from LA, from the rooftop for the second annual Chris Rose Rotation trade draft, and I'm determining the draft order because I finished last year. I guess this is like the punishment, like a fantasy league punishment. This was easy for me. Ashland is first. I need her to start a dynasty in this thing. I need her to run it. Ashland will be the first pick in the draft. Get off to a hot start. Jerry Blevins is too. I'll tell you why. The lefty traditionally comes in. He doesn't know if that lefty batter is going to stay out or a pinch hitter is going to come in, a la the first pick. He doesn't know the first move. He has to adjust to that. He's built for that. Second pick, Jerry Blevins. The third pick, Josh Tomlin. Haven't met you. Seem like a nice cat. And the last pick is Chris Rose. And not because I'm mean to Chris Rose. I love Chris Rose. He's the biggest strategist in the draft. He knows with that back wrap around in the snake draft, that's where he can make his move. Good luck to everyone this year. Hope you don't do what I did.
I'm happy he kept it right there, by the way. I heard he wasn't wearing pants during that shoot. So
he's been walking around pants this whole time. So
all right. Well, I think we're just about ready. Everybody feeling good?
Fantastic.
No.
I got a fantastic, a no. I don't know what Blevins is feeling. I think he's feeling average.
We're good.
Okay. Ashland, you have the first pick in the draft.
So easy. Luis Castillo is going to the Dodgers.
So, wow, just like that, Luis Castillo, who is an all-star this year, so you would get an additional 5 points, is off to the LA Dodgers. What do we think, guys?
I think the destination is Luis Castillo is going somewhere. I think he's going to the other powerhouse in the American League. I think he's going to the Yankees.
I agree.
Really?
He just auditioned there right before the break and dominated. So they got a fresh look at him. But you never count out the Dodgers. And Ashland's a returning champ, so I bow to her intelligence.
Okay. All right, Jerry Blevins, what do you have?
All right, so I'm going to stick close to home here. The Mets. That's who I cover. They have a glaring need in that DH role. I'm going to go with Josh Bell from the Washington Nationals to the New York Mets.
Interesting.
Pick.
How's he fit there, Jerry?
As a first base DH, switch hitter, he'll be right behind Pete Alonso. He needs that protection back there. They'll be able to rotate him in like they've been doing Dom Smith and JD Davis. So he'll find some first base because Pete Alonso liked to play first, so he'll DH. They'll find a way to get that bat in the lineup, and they need that protection for Pete.
I actually had him going to the Toronto Blue Jays. I know Josh Bell's a switch hitter, but I think they need some pop from the left side. I thought he would have fit there, but I could be convinced of the Mets. Interesting.
Oh, when it happens, you'll be like, way to go, Jer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Josh Tomlin. Now, this isn't exactly an audition for a future role as a GM, but if you want to put it on your resume tape, feel free. Let's see how you do.
I think so. Okay. I haven't looked too much into Frankie Montas, but is he healthy?
He's really not.
Ish?
It's risky.
It is risky, right? Well, I got him going to a team that usually plays better in the second half. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to come back soonish or not, but this team always stays in it until the very last. I got Frankie Montas going to St. Louis.
Interesting. Man. Here's the only thing I worry about there. Jack Flaherty, we don't know about him. Steven Matz, we don't know about his health. Can they afford to take on another guy who they don't think it's a major injury, but it's questionable?
No, I agree. And that's with 2 more years of control. I think they can get him healthy and have just that extra controllability on him. It might take a haul, but I think St. Louis has a way of rebuilding talent quickly. And they always seem to find ways to hang in there and find their way in the mix when October comes.
Okay.
And I think if he's healthy towards the stretch, I think he's an outstanding fit for them.
All right, solid. I'm at the back end, so I get picks 4 and 5 here. I'm going to go with all-star Andrew Benintendi. He's in his walk year. Kansas City has no reason to hang on to him the last 2.5 months. You know who needs massive outfield help? The San Diego Padres. They just cannot get it right out there. And I don't care whether Tatis comes back as an outfielder or as the shortstop. They still need help. So he's off to San Diego. You guys, you feeling me there?
Move. I like that move.
Yeah, they definitely need some type of production. What's Profar's deal? That was pretty scary what he went through. How's he doing out there?
He's back. Okay. He just got activated off the concussion.
That was scary. I like Profar.
Okay.
I think he fits well there, but they definitely need some help. I don't think Benintendi goes there. I don't think Benintendi gets traded, to be honest. I do, but I don't.
What?
There's so many like weird COVID, vaccination issues to stay in the American League. If you're going for it, there's a lot of things going on. I'm not sure. I don't know, man.
I think it hurts the value for the Royals. I don't think they get what they want in return because of the vaccination issues. So hang on.
All right.
Why didn't somebody lock him up?
It's interesting.
I can see him a good fit for Kansas City for a long time.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's still young. He's a great defender. He puts the bat on the ball. I don't get it, but whatever. It's interesting. I've got him going to San Diego. I think he'll help their lineup out.
I agree.
I am going to go with another all-star here because I want those all-star points. I think that CJ Cron is on the move. I know he talked about he loves Colorado. He wants to stay there. I think he's got another year on his deal. But the Milwaukee Brewers need more help. And this is it's been cute. They've made the playoffs 4 straight years. That's great. Let's go win some freaking series. I know Ashland was happy last year. I know Josh was when they lost to the Braves, but this team needs some help. So he's off to Milwaukee.
CJ Cron, man.
Okay.
What a year. What a year he's having. I'm a little worried about his splits away from Colorado.
But he is going to Milwaukee.
That's also true. That's a good point. He's going from hitter friendly to hitter friendly. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
I like it. I think he's an impact bat that's kind of being overlooked on the trade market. So
I agree.
like it.
And what's his deal? He's a free agent in 2024?
I think
he's got another year and a half on his deal.
Yeah.
Year and a half. I mean, that fits into what Milwaukee does a little bit as well. They've got a good culture up there as well. So,
all right, guys, we know the deal, right? You're dressed to the nines. You're looking good. You're feeling great. That evening with somebody special in your life is going unbelievably well. And then you get to the bedroom and things don't exactly go as planned. Well, listen, you're not alone. You want to go take care of whatever PE issue you've got. That's where our friends from Roman can actually help you get pointed in the right direction so you can kind of slow things down and deliver when you want to deliver in between the sheets. It is this simple. They've got a product called Roman Swipes. They are clinically proven to help you last longer in bed. And this isn't something that you should be ashamed of or embarrassed about because there are plenty of men who've been dealing with this issue. So it's something you want to get taken care of, right? You want to have a good time out there. That is supposed to be fun out there. You want to share a special moment with that somebody special in your life. So make sure you head on over to Roman. Roman Swipes. You don't need a prescription at all. PE treatments are safe. They are effective. They are used by millions of men. And if you order them, they will get there in 2 days and it is free shipping. So what I want you to do, go to getroman.com/rose today. If you get approved, you'll get $10 off your first order. So once again, that is getroman.com/rose. Let's take care of it so you can take care of business. All right, Josh Tomlin.
I like it.
What are you looking at?
I'm going to go to Jerry's home a little bit. And instead of Josh Bell, the DH spot in the Mets, I'm saying Nelson Cruz goes there. Nelson Cruz to the Mets.
You pitched against him. I mean, you were in that division. Wasn't he up in Minnesota when you were still in Cleveland?
Yes, and he was in Seattle. He was. Where else was he at?
Texas forever. Baltimore.
Texas. Yeah, I played him. Texas, Baltimore. Yeah, I played him in a bunch of places.
Yeah.
When he gets hot, he's the worst. He's the worst player to face when he's hot. When Nelson Cruz is going well, to me, he's the hardest player to get out in the big leagues.
Why?
Wow.
Man, I hope you're wrong.
Why is
He
that?
doesn't go to the Mets.
He just his plate coverage, man. He can get the ball down and away. He can get the ball up and in. He doesn't have very many holes. Now when he's kind of cold a little bit, I mean, just slider city and he chases them. But when he's not chasing the sliders off the plate, you have nowhere to go on him.
Just put him on base.
Fields. It's just, yeah, exactly. You just got to put him on.
Let him clog up the bases.
All right, Jerry Blevins, you're up.
All right, I'm up. Okay, so you addressed San Diego's outfield depth with Benintendi. I'm going to also address the Padres' depth, and I'm going to say the Chicago Cubs outfielder, John Boy friend, Ian Happ, is getting traded to the Padres. A good switch hitter with some power, can play some outfield. I think he fits the Padres really well.
Good call. You know where I had him going? I had him going to my team.
And by your silence, I think you all agree. Thank you.
I had him going to the Cleveland Guardians.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I think that they could use some experience in that outfield. They've shuttled through so many young guys that I think at some point they need a guy who's been there and done it. But I could see Happer heading out here. Be good. All right, Ashland.
All right. Now y'all know that I'm big on the intangibles. And when I mean intangibles, I mean like the guys I just really like. I really want them to play for my team. So I'm starting to train. I decided today, actually. And that is, we all know the Braves could use another left-handed bat. And a lefty that I know and love and would die if it was a Brave is the one and only Charlie Blackmon. So I know he's right field. I know there's plenty of other things that make sense, but I willed a lot into existence last year by just trading everyone to the Braves. So we're going to see if it works this year. We're going to see if it works.
He's also an Atlanta guy, went to Georgia
exactly.
Tech. So
yeah, it could work. It could work. I've already got the shirt with his face on it. I mean, come on.
You could fit
I think that would be a great fit for Charlie. I just think Michael Harris, what he's done in center field, is locked down that outfield stability for years to come.
I appreciate the fact that you're trying to will it into existence to get the man that you like onto your team.
Anything that I can do, I'm here to do. Speaking into existence, it works. That's what I did last year.
That would be a very Atlanta Brave thing to do, is to get a local guy to come play, at home.
Love people who are Braves fans. If you're a Braves fan, you'll play for the Braves eventually.
And you got that whole Southeast region on lock. So everybody that's born, from Tennessee down is
it's all us
Braves fans. So
yep,
I like it.
All right, Ashland, you get the next pick. You're going to kick off the third round here.
Okay, let's see. See, some of you stole my ideas right out of my brain. So I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go reliever here. And I am going to move David Robertson from the Cubs to the Twins.
Good one.
I like it.
I like that move.
I would be sad if David Robertson doesn't end up a Met, because they could use maybe a guy at the back end. He's the only relief guy that is a solid lockdown closer setup guy that is reliable enough for a team like New York to make that trade. I think he's fantastic. I think it's going to take a lot to trade for him, because I think there's going to be so many teams in on him. I'm not sure that the Twins are willing to give up enough to get him, but we'll see.
Good.
You speak of stealing, that's where I was going next. But with my pick, I think I'm going real big here just for fun. The talk of the town right now, Mr. Juan Soto. I think, what is it going to take to get this guy is astronomical. And there's one person on this planet in the owner's box that is willing to do this. And his name is Stevie Cohen of the New York Mets. So this is me willing it in. You talked about Nelson Cruz being the most difficult guy to pitch to.
He's hard.
Juan Soto.
He's very difficult.
Who's having a down year, and he's still, down year, but his on-base percentage is like 500 still. I think he's going to the Mets. I think Francisco Alvarez, the huge prospect catcher, that's all, the talk of the town as well. You never know what you're going to get with a prospect. And Juan Soto is arguably the greatest player on the planet right now. He's super young. He's got 2 years of control left. And then, who knows if you can sign him. I know the deep pockets of Stephen Cohen with the Mets are going to go. So I've got Juan Soto going to the Mets.
Be fun.
That sure would.
I had him going to the Cardinals.
I did too. I did have him going to the Cardinals.
I just think they've got so much. Because they've got so much. They have so many everyday players, and they could actually get rid of it. I hate to say get rid of a Dylan Carlson, but like that's a guy Washington be like, okay, great. We're good for the next decade out there. And then some other young players. They just have extra pieces, it feels like. That's
true. Like Major League ready with control. I think they're, I don't know how far away the Nationals are in their like rebuild. Yeah, it feels like especially if they're willing to trade Juan Soto. That's why Major League ready doesn't feel right to me. I think they're going to need a little bit more hired prospect.
Well, they need both. You need to be able
Tyler
to
O'Neill, Tyler O'Neill be a part of that. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
I hate how much I like that trade because Juan Soto feels like a Cardinal. You know what I mean? I think the way he carries himself is right in that Cardinal way.
I agree.
All right, Josh, you're back up.
Okay. I'm not really sure why I'm going this way, just for the few games I've watched, but I think the White Sox need some help. I'm going to say they get an outfielder. I want to say David Peralta fits in the White Sox lineup.
That's exactly what I had.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your bromance.
I like it. I've had bromance with Rosie for a long time.
He just didn't know. It's fine.
Yeah, he hasn't known.
Well, that's the Guardian, the Cleveland fan.
That is
appreciating the World Series hero of Josh Tomlin.
Yes, that
left-handed
bat for them is something that they need. Good dude, would fit in.
I had Peralta going to the Brewers. I felt like that could fit as well.
That could be a great fit as well.
But yeah, I think David Peralta is. I mean, he had like a down year last year, but that was his only subpar season. He's been great. Yeah, I like that.
All right.
I think he's a good help for that team.
I am going.
They don't know what direction they're going either, right? Like the White Sox, where are they going?
They have to go all in.
They have to, right?
Yes. Yeah.
They have to.
I don't understand them really.
All right, I got the next two picks. I'll finish up round 3 with another all-star on the move. David Bednar has had a very good season for the Pittsburgh Pirates, is a guy that you can put in any part of the back end of the bullpen, and he's throwing 97, and he means business. And I really think the Los Angeles Dodgers, with so many veterans back there that have uncertain health, they just lost Daniel Hudson for the year with a torn ACL. Who knows when Blake Trinan is coming back? Craig Kimbrell has not been great. I think Bednar is a guy that they'd be willing to give up a couple of prospects for some years of control, and he's going to try and help them win a World Series this year. So
I really like that. I mean,
I have him going somewhere else, but I like that move there.
I do.
Where'd you have him going?
Like
Houston.
That was good. All right. Speaking of, I think Houston, I know they need a left-handed reliever more, but this guy has kind of rediscovered himself in a setup role for a team that is not competing, but he would give me bonus points because you forget he was the 2016 AL Rookie of the Year, Michael Fulmer. Good slider. We're all about the slide piece on this show.
Nice. You have him going to Houston?
I do. I just, they always seemingly make a trade. Last year was Phil Maton. I think they look at guys, and I'd be curious to see how they would look at Michael Fulmer's numbers and see if they could try and manipulate him.
Up his. Yeah, man, I like that. I like Michael Fulmer. He was a Yoenis Cespedes trade. He came from the Mets. Yeah, big time prospect. He really He got hurt. He was a great starter. He's really found himself in the bullpen. I think that's a good move, with what Detroit's kind of fallen apart. But
all right, you're up, Josh.
Okay, I'm going to stay with relievers, and I'm going to say Josh Stallman, the KC, under control, right? He's that young kid. He's right. Am I reading that right? He's a free agent in 2026.
I think so.
We have a Peter Moylan sighting. This is a little eerie right now. Is he? He looks like Weekend at Bernie's. Is he alive?
That was a great catch last night. Great catch last night.
Hi, Alden. How you doing?
Alden.
Fantastic.
That's great. Good one.
Your hair looks great.
Thank you. Did you like my catch? I did it for you. For
I did. It was
every member of who's ever represented Braves country.
Well, you nailed it. I was so proud.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll let you guys get back to it. I'm just going to go and drink my 11th coffee.
Okay. Well, yeah, perfect. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need that.
What an electric human being, Peter Moore.
He really is. He really is.
One of a kind. Special.
So Stallman. Okay.
I have him going to the Dodgers.
Okay.
Under control. Teams just signed Freddie. They're in it for the long haul. Just another piece to having a control for a while. Electric arm. If I remember correctly, right? He's a dude that throws 100, and they seem to find ways of making guys better as well. I just see him as a good fit there.
Who doesn't throw 100 these days?
Not me.
Me too.
Blev.
Yep.
All right, Jerry.
Okay. I went big with Soto last time. I'm going to go an under the radar guy. Brandon Drury, the third baseman for the Cincinnati Reds, having just an incredible year. Him and I shared a clubhouse. He's an awesome person. He hasn't been able to put the health together, and he's really kind of come into his own this year. I think he's underappreciated, and I think he's going to a team that's really starting to surge in the Seattle Mariners. I think he fits Seattle.
I had him.
A great call.
Nailed it. By the way, he should have been an all-star. You should be getting bonus points.
It makes me so sad. Between Taijuan Walker pitching and Brandon Drury hitting, I think those are the two biggest snubs, especially in the National League.
Yeah, that was good. You know how I start each and every day? Well, I host baseball today, and occasionally I do the Rose rotation. But I'm talking about how I start every day by what I put in my body. I use Athletic Greens. I call it AG1. So what does it do? I take 1 scoop of the powder, I put it in some water, I mix it up. It is nice and tasty. And what it does is it provides 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, and probiotics to help start my day in the right direction. And one of the things I love about it, it's just that 1 scoop. I keep it in the fridge as opposed to all those vitamin pill bottles I had in the middle of my counter in the kitchen. And Michelle was like, what are we doing here? Like, I can't stand all this stuff. Just take 1 scoop of something and you'll be taken care of. I was like, that's why you're the smart one in the relationship. So she actually turned me on to AG1. It contains less than 1 gram of sugar. There's no GMOs. There's no nasty chemicals or artificial anything. And it still tastes great. And by the way, it costs you less than $3 a day. We're talking about investing in your health. Less than $3 a day makes perfect sense to me. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase, which is great because I'm going to be hitting the road a ton in the month of August. All you have to do, visit athleticgreens.com/rose. Once again, that is athleticgreens.com/rose to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. All right, Ashland, you're finishing up. We're going to be halfway through after this pick.
All right. Okay. I am going with a catcher this time. I'm going to move Wilson Contreras out of Chicago, but I'm going to move him to the Giants because I know the Giants are 12.5 out right now, but we saw last year that they're capable of putting together seasons that we don't really expect. I don't think they're out especially wild card. So, and I think if they could get Wilson in there, get his production, and then also the influx of energy from him could make a difference on the team. So I think that's what I'm doing.
Good.
That's what
I
I'll
like that. I like that call.
Yeah, I do too.
I do too.
A lot of people have
actually
him go to Houston, but I don't think they can get off of Martin Maldonado handling it.
I don't think – Houston could use something better offensively in the catching position, but Martin Maldonado is just beloved in that organization. I don't think they'll just eat it. They can work around it. Obviously they have, so I don't think they move.
I had him moving to kind of a shocking spot in the Cleveland Guardians. I think they could use that offensive production. I know they're a glove first catching philosophy, but I think they could use that Thunder, and he's serviceable enough back there to switch between DH and catching to where his offensive production will far outweigh what he's lacking defensively.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. Okay, you're gonna hit lead off again for the top of the 5th round here, Ashland.
Okay, yes. Let's see here. I put so much pressure on myself last year. It was so easy. I just traded everybody to the Braves. Now, when you try, it's much harder. There's a lot more pressure built in here. Let's see. I think. Where are we? We're halfway-ish through. Let's see. I think I am going to do one kind of fun. I'm going to do one kind of fun. I am moving Daniel Vogelback over to the Mets.
All right.
Bad one.
Because I really like Daniel, but I really hate the Mets. So
Trying to wheel it in there.
I guess it's net, but he's fun, and I would like to watch him more. I don't get to watch him that much because of the team he plays for. So it helps me, but hopefully it doesn't help the Mets too much. There you go.
Cute. I think, by the way, Mets fans would love him.
Oh,
How do
for
you
sure.
not love that
Yes,
guy?
they would.
Yeah. But
Yes, they would.
All right, Jerry.
I have a couple of different ways to go. I've got some guys in line. I think I'll save some of my surprises for later, but I'm going to do strategic here. I'm going to move Joey Gallo. He's an all-star, so there's some bonus points.
He's not an all-star.
He was. Does this year count? Is that the only reason? If it's this
the
year?
only reason. It's just this year.
Oh, okay. I
Only
thought
the awards. Only the awards.
the awards is everybody.
Awards carry over.
awards. Well, man.
Rosie didn't explain that very well.
Well, no, I said it this year, right?
Well, you probably. I'm not great at listeing, so
Yeah, that Dayton education.
I'm gonna. Don't you dare besmirch my Dayton Flyers. I am going to go with Gallo. I'm going to stick with it because I think he gets traded because of their need at starting pitching. And I'm going to say he goes to Cincinnati. That's not the only thing they get for Luis Castillo when he goes to the Yankees. But I think as part of that trade, I think Joey Gallo becomes a Cincinnati Red. And he can, get his career back on track for free agent.
Okay.
And that's a good call.
That's just, I think he gets traded just because.
Yeah, he needs to rebound. He needs to get to some place where we're not.
It's a good call because Joey Gallo is going to be traded.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. So that's a great call. I agree with that 100%.
All right, Josh, what do you have?
I have a few different ways to go to. I may try to go out of the box. No, I'm not. I'm not going to go out of the box here. My beloved Braves, Ashland. I'm scared Strider's going to have some innings limits on him.
We all are. Yeah.
And rightfully so, because you want that guy strong in the playoffs, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to say they make a pretty strong bid for Martin Perez with Texas.
Ooh, I like that.
Texas in a
Martin
tough
Perez
spot.
has reinvented himself a little bit.
He's a really good player, and
I like his
want to
stuff.
keep him around.
I think they re-sign him. I think the Rangers hold on to him. So that's the only thing. I think they might try to lock him up and not trade him because their window's, in a couple of years, and he's going to be a cheaper option, but who knows?
I agree. I think their window is now. Like it should be now going forward, right? The Rangers.
Right.
So it took me a little bit to make that decision, but I do feel like with some of the guys that the Braves have in their system, that would be a good fit for both sides because they do have guys that are at AAA, AA that are pretty close to being major league ready, and he's a free agent next year, I think Martinez. And Texas could still sign him back if they wanted to.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I've got the next two. I like trying to stockpile these points, and there aren't a lot of guys left who either were all-stars this year or award winners that I think are going to move. But I think one guy who could move is Zach Greinke, former Cy Young Award winner. And I think I'm going to have him go to one of his old stomping grounds. I think Milwaukee's going to need some innings somewhere down the stretch. They've had too many injuries in that rotation. We saw Woodruff miss a few starts. Freddie Peralta, we don't know exactly when he's coming back. They're going to need somebody. And Zach Greinke knows he's durable, he's reliable, and he's smart as hell.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
I like it. I think
I like that move. They should listen to you. If they don't watch the show, they should listen to that because I think it's a great fit for them.
Nobody listens to me. Here we go. Nobody can find a center fielder. Like, what do we do? Kiermaier's got a bad hip. So this guy, he missed the first part of the season because of a suspension. Ramon Laureano is a solid player for the Oakland A's. He's got like a 770 OPS, something like that. You can play him in right. You can play him in center. The Phillies, we know about the Bryce Harper situation. They still haven't gotten the center field issue right. So why not put him out there? Particularly when you got Castellanos and Schwarber out there. Give me a guy at least I know knows what he's doing with the baseball. So Ramon Laureano, welcome to Philly.
Laser Ramon. One of the best throws of all time in Anaheim. That double play, caught the ball against the wall. He's an electric kind of player. He's fun to watch, having, firsthand being able to watch him play. I think he's still got some untapped potential offensively because I think he's starting to progress and discipline himself at the plate. He's got stupid power. I love that. I love that move. I had him going to the Yankees as part of a Frankie Montas possible trade. They like double up and then Gallo goes somewhere else. But again, he's going somewhere, I think.
All right, Josh Tomlin, you're up again.
Okay, I'm going to stay with the Brewers with you here. I'm saying to take a different route, though. I think they go I got Brian Reynolds going there.
Wow. That's a big one. It's going to take a lot to get him there.
I think, yeah.
Josh.
You mad, Ashland?
You stole
it? Yes.
Well, you better look ahead.
I just think the Brewers just have that, like I don't know.
I agree because that's exactly what I had. So yeah, all those things.
And see, defending champ, so you can't argue with me, Rosie.
It's true.
Attention trade draft listeners. Turn big league action into big winnings with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 on any game and get $100 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can combine multiple bets for a shot at an even bigger payout with DraftKings same-game parlays. At DraftKings Sportsbook, you'll be able to bet on your favorite batter to hit a double in his next appearance, your favorite pitcher's next pitch to be a strike, and so much more. To make things even sweeter, DraftKings is stepping up to the plate with DraftKings stepped up same-game parlays. The more legs you add, the bigger boost your winnings will receive. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code ROSE. New customers can make any $5 bet and get $100 in free bets instantly. That's promo code ROSE at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. MLB trademarks used with permission. Now back to the show.
All right, Jerry.
I'm up. I'm gonna go to Atlanta here. I think they need a little bit of. You talked about Strider's innings limit that it's definitely happening. They're going to have to move him back to the bullpen. And I think the powerhouse offenses in the NL East struggle against lefties. And I think Jose Quintana fits the Atlanta Braves style. And Pittsburgh's definitely going to move him. He's had a bounce back. So I got Quintana moving from Pittsburgh to Atlanta.
It'd be a great fit.
Nothing crazy. Just a solid guy. Lefty. Possible run.
Yeah.
Not going to take a lot. I think he fits that role.
All
right,
and the
Ashland,
Braves
you
are
have the
so
next
strong
two.
with like their bullpen. They got Kirby Yates coming back. Like it's
Forgot about Kirby Yates. Oh,
yeah,
my.
a lot of people do. A lot of people have.
Good call on
He
Kirby Yates.
started. I think he started rehab. Either he's starting right after the All-Star break. I think that's right.
I think he just started.
Or maybe he just started right before the All-Star
That's
break.
like a
It's one of
trade.
those.
Yeah, that's a trade in his own right. Yep.
All right.
We
Double up here,
love
actually.
a trade that's not a trade.
No doubt.
Let's see. See, when y'all mess with well-laid plans, I'm gonna move. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
It's tough.
You know what?
There's so many teams. There's an extra wild card. There's so many teams. Like it's.
I'm gonna just start having some fun. We're halfway through, right? Oh yeah, we're
More
about
than halfway.
Okay, here we go. I am going to move Garrett Cooper to let me decide here. I'm going to move Garrett Cooper to the Boston Red Sox because Boston is going to have to do something to get anywhere. And he could play first. He could take Bob. You know what? That's what we're going to do. Yeah. I'm trying to talk myself into it, but we're just going to jump right in with 2 feet. It sounds good.
I like
That's
it.
all-star points,
Red Sox,
too.
Yeah, Red Sox do strange things and end up working out. So I like that.
Well, they need help. Yeah.
And they do. God love them. And
right.
it's got to be hard to be a Red Sox fan right now. And okay, another one I'm going to do, and I will say I hope this doesn't happen because I hope he does not get traded, but I am going to move Trey Mancini to, yeah, we're just going to have fun. We're going to scrap this. I'm moving Trey Mancini to the Yankees because everybody hates the Yankees and everybody loves Trey Mancini.
Ah.
I like it.
I am going to go strategic. I tried to go with Gallo being an all-star. That didn't work, but I am going to go with Paul Blackburn, who is an all-star, maybe the most underappreciated starter on the market here. He's got another year of control. To me, he seems like a San Francisco Giant, somebody close. So I think the Giants are going to go for Paulie Blackburn.
Nice. Okay.
Who looks just like Beard from what's the Ted Lasso.
Funny. Good one. All right, Josh.
All right. I just had something on my thing, but I can't remember what I was going to do. But I kind of like this move. I'm not really sure it happens. I'm not really sure the Guardians are willing to give up what it would take to get this guy. And I'm not sure Detroit would trade him. Gregory Soto to the Guardians. I feel like with Clase and him in the back of that bullpen would be unbelievable. And he's a free agent in 2026, just what the Indians usually trade for, controllability. I like that. That would be awesome, right, for them. But yeah, you know what? I'm saying it happens. I'm going to say it happens.
Why not?
I like it.
Why not?
Yeah.
This is a show to do it on. All right. My last 2 picks. I did find one more all-star from this season that is going to be on the move. Joe Mantiply is a very, very dependable left-hander who doesn't walk anybody in Arizona. And one team that is in contention that needs left-handed help out of the bullpen is the St. Louis Cardinals. Unfortunately, TJ McFarland, it hasn't worked. Cabrera's been good, but you can't rely on just one guy. And there's a lot of lefty bats in the NL Central. So, Joe Mantiply, you're on the move. My last one, I know we've talked a lot about the Yankees and Joey Gallo and outfield and maybe some starting help. You know where they haven't been great this year? Shortstop. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa has been kicking it around. Obviously, we know what he is at the dish. He's fine. But this guy, I think he just turned 32 the other day. Great glove, great dude. Jose Iglesias. He's just rotting away out there in Colorado. Why don't I give a guy that I know can do it?
I don't mind that. I think Iglesias is
a great defensive upgrade for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you want reliability, IKF has been, they're supposed to be a glove first guy, and he hasn't been really playing that well defensively. So I like that move. I'm not sure Iglesias is still got the same range and stuff that he used to. He's getting up there, but I mean, that'll take minimal trade.
Give me a guy that can just make the routine play.
Yep.
That's all I need.
Cool.
All right, Josh, your last pick.
All right. I'm going to address Astros left-handed reliever need, and I'm going to say Matt Moore goes to Houston.
Interesting.
I think he's kind of reinvented himself in the bullpen a little bit.
Well, they need a lefty.
They do.
It's a good play. All right, Jerry.
I'm going the same route. I'm going for Houston's left-handed help, and I'm going the easiest trade candidate for me, and that's Andrew Chafin from Detroit. I'm
fighting all of y'all.
I have him going to Houston. I think he fits their kind of mold. He's really good. He's got another year of control, so if they don't like him, they can move him again. And if they love him, they can keep him for another year. So
I like that.
All right, Ashland.
All right. We're going to trade somebody else to the Braves because, well, we haven't done enough of that yet. So I am going to, oh God. I'm going to bring Johnny Cueto to the Braves.
Whoa.
Okay.
Because I love watching Johnny Cueto pitch.
I love it.
Everybody should love watching Johnny Cueto pitch.
Man, I think he's been too valuable to leave Chicago. I just think that I understand.
It kind of goes back to what are they doing? If they're going forward or if they're going to sell, what nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean,
if we learned anything from last year, it's that this doesn't have to make sense to win.
He's 100% right, because there were some picks where I was like, what are you doing? And then at the end of the day, we're all like, we bow down to the trade queen.
There was a lot of Coors banquets that were involved in last year's strategy, but it worked.
All right. So, usually when I do a fantasy football draft, I look at my team and I was like, this sucks. How's everybody feel about their picks?
I think, I went big with Juan Soto. That's going to be a risk because he's probably not going to get traded just because of the high cost. But he has 1 million of awards and he's a current, and I'm dreaming big because if he's a Met, that's so much more fun to talk about on a regular basis.
Ashland?
Oh, pretty good. And if I can get some of these, if my witch powers can work for some of these, even if I don't win, if I get Charlie Blackmon on the Braves, I won.
You won. That's right.
So,
Josh Tomlin, your first tour of duty here at John Boy Media as an analyst. How do you feel?
I feel pretty poor about it. I think the Gregory Soto the Guardians trade was it's going to take me out of the running, but overall, I feel we'll see. How about that? We'll see.
That's how I usually feel after fantasy football draft. Like, man, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I usually just go I mostly auto pick on fantasy football. So
I'm glad we've never been in a league together.
So I played the percentages in terms of trying to get extra bonus points. 4 of my 8 picks were all-stars this season. One's a former Cy Young Award winner, and one is a former Rookie of the Year. So I made 2 picks where I don't get possible bonus points. So I'm hoping that one of those, I tried to do it the math style this year. Just like fantasy football, I totally overanalyze this stuff. I think I was up in bed one night at 1 a.m. and Michelle looked at me and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "I'm working on my Rose Rotation Trade Fantasy show." She left the room.
Yeah.
So this is kind of where my life is these days, guys.
I like the strategy. I'm going to be honest. I really like, those bonus points.
I was about to say I should have paid more attention to bonus points, I feel like, in retrospect, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think I chose one all-star or any awards. I don't think I chose one.
Well, we've got a diverse approach here, and it's only the second year of this award show or this draft show, so we're learning.
Well, we're all learning. But the nice thing is we'll continue to update it every time there is a trade made. We will update the scoreboard. We'll give you accolades. It's going to be great. Our viewers and our consumers certainly love it a ton. So I want to thank Ashland. I wish you the best of luck, in trying to successfully defend your championship. Josh Tomlin, thank you so much for making some time today. And once again, if you hit on a few of these picks, you can feel free to use this as you apply for GM jobs. And Jerry Blevins,
I appreciate that.
If Juan Soto ends up in Queens, you better run the clip from this show and show it to Stevie Cohn and then renegotiate your contract at Escalon.
Deal. Yeah, I'm in on that. That'll be a win for everyone.
Special shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the one and only Robbie Scirocco, and our amazing tandem of summer interns, Alden Stone and Sam Singer, who did an amazing job with this research and helping put it together. And most of all, thank you for watching today. We greatly appreciate it. We'll be back to guest the next time we have Chris Rose Rotation, a production of John Boy Media, and presented to you by SeatGeek.